We are in the Pacific Northwest as we get set for football at CenturyLink Field here in Seattle. These folks love their football in Seattle. This was the scene a moment ago as the home squad came out of the tunnel, and it was just absolutely deafening in this building. They're set for football, so are we, as the Seahawks get set to match up with the Arizona Cardinals. The NFL season has hit high gear, and off we go in Week 11 on EA Sports.
And that drives coaches insane, doesn't it? When they see that happen, it just doesn't feel right, does it? Plus, you're giving up yardage.
Wilson leaves this one with Penny. And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49.
He's across midfield.
Maybe the threat of Russell Wilson running the football there and him handing it off opened a little bit of a lane.
It does, and what also helps, his unselfishness. Because he's not a quarterback who's going to take it every time and pull from the running back and keep it. He will hand it inside when the reads are correct. Second and inches is oftentimes an invitation for an offense coordinator to take a big shot downfield because he feels like he can come back on third down and pick up the first down. But sometimes you just don't want to break tendency. Stay with what you are, stay with who you know, and go get the first down. That's exactly what they did.
Tackle made there by Jordan Hicks.
Well, on every play call, you realize it's not going to go for a touchdown, so a lot of your calls are setting things up for maybe later in the game, trying to establish the inside run with toughness now, hopefully get to the perimeter later, and let's face it, you could do worse than a 4-yard run on first down.
On second down, here's Penny. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. No gain on the play there, so they're left with a 3rd down and 6.
It's 3rd down and 6.
Out of the gun, here's Wilson. And he finds a man, it's Olsen. And brought down, but able to get it to their 30-yard line. Two veterans there, Wilson to Olsen for a Seattle first down.
1st and 10 at the 30-yard line.
Wilson throwing quickly out to Lockett. And he'll lose yardage. Brought down at the 32. He was unable to shake free there, and they'll cover him for a loss of a yard.
At the 32-yard line.
Now 2nd and 11 from the 32. From the shotgun, Wilson. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Pressure, and that's certainly going to be a key to this game going forward. And that time, they were able to get in there and influence the throw. Remember, quarterbacks got to get rid of it. They don't have the tuck rule that they can fall back on anymore.
The 7th play now of this opening drive. This is 3rd and long, though. Space to run past the 20. Open man is Metcalf. He's got it. And he is going to have a Seahawks first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. They get 17 on that one. Move the chains. First down Seahawks. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Flushed out right. And it's caught. And they corral him just a couple yards shy of the end zone. Back-to-back nice plays, 12 yards that time and a first down. Well, he did everything but get him in the end zone there, but now they're set up, golden opportunity, strong opening drive, and they're knocking on the door.
And the way that they did it, now look where they are on the field, all right? This is naturally set up for a running play, isn't it? But with his ability to throw the football, his accuracy on this drive, you might want to think about it.
And he will score. Touchdown, Seattle. Russell Wilson scoring on the 2-yard keeper. And the Seahawks have taken a first quarter lead. Well, these guys scored touchdown after touchdown in that win a week ago. So how do they come out this week? Same way. They got that momentum going, a touchdown on the opening drive.
I think it's safe to say that they're in a groove, isn't it? I mean, a lot of times we've seen where teams have scored a ton of points the week before. The very next week struggle to score almost as if they used it all up. Not in this case. This group appears locked in.
We're going to have to make some adjustments if you're on the other side of that football.
The Cardinals take over 1st and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
Murray and the Cardinals with a 1st and 10 at their own 21. Here's the first carry for Kenyon Drake, and he'll get this up to the 34-yard line. Give him 13 yards on the opening play of the drive and also give him a first down. Kenyon Drake in Week 16 last year against these Seahawks had a career day, 166 yards rushing, a couple of touchdowns as well, as the Cardinals won in Seattle 27-13. And he finally goes down at the 23-yard line.
To Max Williams.
A big-time play there by the Cardinals. 43 yards. So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. Murray a give. This is Drake. And he's going to lose yardage and be backed up to the 25. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
Fitzgerald hauling it in for Murray. This will be a short gain of 3 before he's brought down at the 22. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's 3rd down.
3rd down.
After 7-0 on EA Sports.
Score Seahawks 7, Cardinals nothing.
They wound up getting nothing out of that 2nd down completion, so now here's 3rd and 10. From the gun, Murray. A fight for the football, and it's intercepted. Picked off down near the 5. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training. So he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Now it's Wilson. And his throw here's incomplete. The intended receiver was DK Metcalf, but now it'll be 3rd down. You and I watched film yesterday, and you told me to watch his feet. Well, for whatever reason, his footwork just looked off on that throw.
And you always love it when an ex-defensive back talks quarterback mechanics, right?
Well, but you're good at it.
Well, I try, all right? I don't know how good I am, but it doesn't take much to tell. His mechanics are off a little bit, exactly what you described. Footwork, that led to the incompletion.
So after the 2nd down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. From the gun, it's Wilson. And that is incomplete.
And this is what you want to see from a defense. Give up an opening drive touchdown, that's fine. But how about them going back out there, recommitting themselves to the task at hand, and forcing a 3 and out, and giving the ball back to their offense.
Now it's Peterson. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. A great return there of 22 yards. And the Cardinals, great field position to start this drive as they take over 1st and 10. On 1st down, Drake. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 47. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
This defense is really fooling around in the first half. They've gotten to the ball carrier before they can really get get started. Offense going to have to come up with something else in order to try and get this running game going.
On 2nd and 11 now. Murray, and his throw's going to be incomplete. DeAndre Hopkins, the Pro Bowler, the intended receiver, and it's 3rd down.
He kind of forced that one there, didn't he? It's almost like he predetermined where he was going to go with the football.
Yeah, he wasn't really going through progressions. He wanted to go to his top guy. You do that against this defense, they'll make you pay, won't they?
Yeah, they certainly will. They react very quickly to the thrown football.
Throwing is Murray on 3rd down. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
Has to be a little bit of frustration there. Back-to-back incompletions. Receivers blanketed on both attempts. This time on 3rd down.
For the Cardinals.
Here's the veteran punter Lee as he sends this one away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. So a change of possession here on the punt. And the Seahawks will take over at their own 20. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. And, you know, it's certainly a lot of football left to play. We're not into December yet, but right now where we stand, they're in first place in their division, looking really good and looking to be a threat come January.
And are you one of those early holiday shoppers, partner? Are you one of those guys get your list done? Because I think about what every team has on their holiday shopping list right now. What's the number 1 goal? Make the playoffs. Number 2, win your division. Number 3, and I think the biggest goal of all.
Pressure comes, and the Cardinals bring him down. Domada Pecco racks up the sack. Well, you don't usually get a sack from a nose tackle spot, but we got one there.
No, we don't, and a lot of the times in passing situations, they end up off the field anyway. So how happy was he to work his way back to the quarterback and put him on the ground? He's going to end up with a nickname after something like that, some Big Jelly or something like that.
Throwing on 2nd and long. Wilson. Well, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. Chandler Jones, one of the best athletes to ever come out of Rochester, New York, in for the sack. Wilson of the Seahawks looking for something big following the sack. It's 3rd and long here.
Mike, check. 59. Go. Mike 59. Go, 14.
Operating from the gun, Wilson. And that will be incomplete.
And that's one of those plays where it's hard to keep 2 eyes on the football when you know the contact's coming, let alone getting 2 hands around it, hugging it to your body, and absorbing the hit, even for those big tight ends who you would think could absorb that contact.
And here's Dixon to punt now as he gets this one away. On the return is Peterson. So a good punt there, but a nice return of 11 yards. And the Cards will take over 1st and 10. Murray and the Cardinals with a 1st and 10 at their 35-yard line. Out of the gun, he'll throw. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
It's another zone defense. It looks like it's open for possibilities, but they did a nice job patrolling the middle of the field and forcing an incompletion.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 35. On 2nd down, here's the option. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. It's a 1st down on a gain of 10. Well, Kenyon Drake last year versus Cleveland, absolutely unstoppable. Ran for 137 yards. Remember, 4 touchdowns in the Cards' 38-24 win in Week 15. 2 minutes on the clock, 2nd quarter, 7-0 ball game. Coming up at the half, a reminder, we go back to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman. He'll have a look back at our first half as well as a look ahead to what's coming up later this weekend. On 1st and 10, here's Murray. Flush to his right. He'll try and run it. He'll get 5 out of the scramble. It's 2nd down.
And there's the beauty of Kyler Murray, because we all know he can get it done through the air. Terrific right arm, and nowadays we don't even talk about his height anymore. He's shown that he can see downfield and make throws, but he also possesses wide receiver speed. He can call his own number or scramble and turn it into a big play as well. Kyler Murray, a dual threat at the quarterback position.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Murray, and that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
That was not a real confident throw right there, and he's just 2 of 7 to start the game. Now he's going to have to find a groove with a big 3rd down coming up. Let's see if his confidence can increase.
They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. Shotgun now for Murray. Murray has it knocked loose. Fumble. And the Seahawks have picked it up. And his guys are going to take over at the 39-yard line.
What part do they went empty set there? No backs in the backfield. All receivers out in the pattern. And in this situation, you know what the quarterback has to do? Act as his own blitz control.
Yeah, he's got nobody else there to protect him.
No one else there to protect, which means he's got to get rid of the football and absorb the hit, but not go down and fumble the ball.
Following the fumble recovery, it's Wilson. And incomplete.
That was nice work there defensively to force incompletion. Now, even though this drive started in plus territory, they're still not in field goal range yet. So they can work towards another couple of stops and not allowing that turnover to hurt.
So line of scrimmage still the 39 on 2nd and 10.
Mike, check, 59. Watch the screen, watch the screen. Watch the screen, watch the screen. Watch the screen.
To throw again, Wilson. He finds Dorsett. It's complete. And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line. It's a gain of 35.
Oftentimes now, offenses aren't nearly as precise as days gone by. They just tell receivers, find an open patch of grass and let the quarterback find you. And that's exactly what they did on that play. First with the pass through the air, nice chunk of yardage there, and then additional pickup with his legs after the catch.
Wilson now off the bootleg. Out to his left. Thrown across his body, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Byron Murphy. He's at the 50, 30, 20, 10, and they will score. It's a pick 6 for the Cardinals touchdown. Well, you don't want to coach him, Charles, to stay in the pocket on every play, but I guess that's the danger of getting outside of the pocket, extending a play, and making a bad throw. Turns into 6 points the other way.
Yeah, sometimes when you get outside the pocket, your vision actually gets obscured a little bit, or you narrow it down too much, and you don't see all the defenders in the area.
Zane Gonzalez on for the extra point. It's up and good, and we're tied at 7 here in quarter number 2.
Game at 7. Zane Gonzalez to kick off for Arizona.
So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
Their own 25-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And following the pick six, and they have decent field position in throwing that pick six. We'll see how they attack this drive.
And I think all you say to your guy is, listen, let's just take care of the football a little bit better. Make some better decisions on this drive, and they'll probably help him a little bit with maybe some really high percentage throws early to let him get settled back in.
But they told him and they told us they've got confidence. That's not a problem.
Yeah, not a problem at all. They just want to make sure they get things settled down a little bit for their offense and give their defense a little bit of a chance to rest.
And this offense going to elect to burn a timeout with 5 seconds remaining in quarter number 2. The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. Final play of the half. It's Wilson. Rolling to his right. Oh, he got position on him, and he pulls it in. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. So a touchdown apiece. That's what we have to show at halftime as they head to the locker room. 7-7 our score. As we'll send you eastward to Orlando. Standing by with that EA Sports halftime report now is Jonathan Coachman. Take it away, Coach. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And they got across the 50 last time, but fumbled and turned it over, so they'll be looking to have a short-term memory here, Mr. Davis.
Not only a short-term memory, but a whole lot better ball security. Because if they take care of the ball, continue to move it, their chances of scoring some points, they've got to feel pretty good about. They thought they had things moving in the right direction last time. Fumbles, they don't just affect you on offense, they affect your overall team because now your defense has to make that stand up.
Had the completed pass, but for no gain, stopped right at the line, so it's 2nd and 10. Counter play, Drake. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. They wind up losing a couple there, so they go behind the original line of scrimmage, and now 3rd and 11 coming up.
And it's 3rd down.
To throw on 3rd down, Murray. And that is incomplete. So stop here defensively to start this 3rd quarter. Just what's needed in a tie ball game.
Yeah, good chance to build back some momentum on the defensive side of the ball. In fact, what they've done is give their offense a nice push in the back as they get ready to take the field.
Here's Andy Lee now as he's on to punt for Arizona. A nice return there of 11 to help mitigate a good punt. And it'll be Seahawk football, 1st and 10.
32-yard line.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. Their defense did its job, yielded no points. Now it's the offense's turn.
And how much fun is that when you set things up to start a half and you just tell you guys, hey, if you can shut them down, get it back for our offense, we can roll. And they played out perfectly. Now, can the offense do what they wanted to do at the half, which is find those weaknesses and now attack them and score some points.
And break this tie.
58, boy, 58, 58, come on. You're right.
Now Rashad Penny. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Now they're going to be dealing with a 3rd and 7. Is that one officially a loss of 1?
This defense is just flat getting after it. They have not given up much of anything in the run game. Case in point right there.
The Cards going nickel. An extra defensive back out there now on 3rd down.
55. 59 mark, 59 mark. Check.
From the gun, Wilson. Oh, he tries to get it to Metcalf, but it's intercepted. Picked off by the rookie Isaiah Simmons. And the return will be stopped at the 34-yard line.
And that's a great example of ball skills right there, partner. You and I do a lot of games, and I can't tell you how many guys look to run with the football before they've intercepted it. So that's a nice job of focusing on the task at hand and coming away with the interception.
They'll run on 1st down. Drake. It was Jaron Reed who got him down.
Well, they're hoping that the second half is better for him than the first half. They've got to find a way to get him going. He's a big part of their offense.
It's now 2nd and 6 at the Seahawks' 30-yard line.
From the 30 on 2nd down. Murray. Open man is Kirk. Complete. A short gain here, maybe a yard to the 29. That catch good for only a yard, and it'll be 3rd down. Out of the gun, here's Murray. And he's going to be taken down. Pressure gets there back at the 39-yard line. Jordan Brooks brings him down, and that's a play he's going to remember. The first sack of his NFL career.
Zane Gonzalez on for the field goal. A 56-yard attempt.
And that one's not going to get there. Not enough juice. An ambitious effort, but it's well short. And we will remain tied here in this 3rd quarter. As a kicker from that distance, 56, 57 yards, so many things you got to worry about, but I am a little surprised he didn't get it there.
Yeah, with the way kickers are nowadays, we're surprised anything under 65 that it doesn't get at least to the crossbar. But remember this, you have to drive it a little bit lower in order to make that distance, and you also have to be worried about the interior rush that they can get their hands on it. So that's why those stronger kickers nowadays who can pop it up in the air and still travel and carry it, that's who you're looking for.
Wilson. Over the middle, Dorsett. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another 1st down.
10 at the 11-yard line.
Operating from the gun. Wilson eluding the pressure right. And he's going to be taken down, sacked back around the 18-yard line. Devondre Campbell flies in to blow that play up.
And Russell Wilson gets sacked, and he tied for the most sacks in the NFL last season with 48 in total. But Seattle likes to throw the ball deep. So that means you're going to take more time to get the ball downfield. Sometimes the offensive line can't hold up, and he ends up hitting the deck on those plays.
Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on 2nd down. His throw caught at about the 5. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. They get 16 out of that one, but they'll still need to convert on 3rd. They'll try and run for it with Penny. Boy, no chance as he was met and dropped behind the line there. 1 quarter remains here in this Thursday night matchup. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Jason Myers for the Seahawks field goal. A 21-yard attempt.
Myers' kick is good. And the Seahawks grab a 3-0 lead. So the drive here ends with a field goal. It does give them the lead, but this one's still certainly a long ways from over.
It definitely puts a lot of pressure on your defense to hold the lead, right? They're happy to have it and happy to be out there trying to do so. But I know as a former player, in the back of their mind, they're thinking, why don't you score the touchdown and seal this thing?
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And now they find themselves trailing following the field goal. Still a good amount of time in this fourth quarter, but this drive very well could determine the outcome of this ball game. Caught left side, Williams. And he takes us up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. 15 yards is the pickup there, and the drive starting very nicely. First down.
And the Cardinals first down.
From the gun, Murray. Man open left side, it's Williams. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. Give him 10 yards on the pickup, and that'll bring up a second and just about a few inches here.
At the 50-yard line.
They'll run with Drake, and he's going to get this pretty close to a first down as the tackle is made at the Seahawks 44. They get 5 out of that one, and it moves the chains.
Well, there's someone who's running the football with a big smile on his face, and that's Kenyon Drake, because you remember last year he was in Miami, wasn't getting many carries, not a lot of success, but in midseason ended up in Arizona and became a huge weapon for the Cardinals. 8 touchdowns the second half of the season, utilized really well. Big-time skilled player who can run it and catch it out of the backfield. He has finally found a home and a place for his talents.
And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
Brings up 2nd and 4 at the 38-yard line.
Now Drake. And they'll be inside the 35 now at the 34-yard line. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
So many teams want to throw the ball in this situation nowadays, but I love watching a team that has enough confidence to go ahead and run the football. In that situation, that's almost a tendency breaker.
Both teams working on short rest, but this has been one of the better Thursday night games we've seen as they come up here on 1st and 10. And now Murray's going to set up to throw. The catch made by DeAndre Hopkins. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Give him 16 yards there, and it's a Cardinals first down as well. This drive, it's been a good mix. 3 passing plays, 3 runs, hitting on all 3 of those passes, and the last one putting him in the red zone.
So wouldn't you think play action right here? Because you've got the ability and had the ability to run it and throw it. Go play action and take your shot at the end zone.
So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. Running, it's Drake. And he'll get this one down to about the 17. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Defensively, we always know that he is tough in run support, and I think the way that he gets there is he understands what an offense is going to do before the ball's even snapped. A great job of scouting prior to the game, then reading, reacting, and taking the right path to the ball carrier.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. 3 points separating these two sides with 2 minutes left to go in the fourth. So the Cardinals, they've got the football here as we get you reset. They come up on a 2nd down now in a game that looks like it's going to go down to the wire. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line.
The ball carried by
it's a 4-yard pickup there, and it leaves him with 3rd and 5.
A nice play design there with the touch pass. Looked good at the start, but bottom line, the defense was ready.
And they did a nice job scouting, didn't they? Not just scouting, but now executing once they saw the play for real after having worked on it all week in practice. They drilled on the play, then they drilled him.
To throw is Murray. This will be caught just inside the 10. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. Max Williams, his first touchdown on the year. And the Cardinals have retaken the lead. And that makes it 14-10.
Makes the score Cardinals 14, Seahawks 10.
Now after the touchdown, here's Gonzalez on to kick it away.
Fair catch made at the 25-yard line. The Seahawks take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. They're down here in a one-score game. At the time, it's a factor, but it's not a huge factor right now, is it?
It's really not, because this amount of time gives them a chance to run their offense, to go through play sequences. And this is what they work on every week in practice, usually on a Friday. They go over this type of a situation, late-game situation. What are we going to do when we have the opportunity? They've called these plays a bunch of times. Now's their chance to execute them.
Yeah, they have the opportunity now. Here's the execution. He's back to throw. He finds his man, the tight end Olsen. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the game.
1st and 10 at the 42-yard line.
And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
In any event, it happened pretty quickly. I'm not sure he made the right decision on that one. I think if he had to do over again, he would have found a different target downfield. But he made his decision, and that one's incomplete.
Ball on the 42 as they come up 2nd and 10. Off the play fake. Here's Wilson. They'll roll him out right. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down.
Well, he certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
Here's Wilson. This one into the hands of Metcalf. And he's able to get this to the 40-yard line before he's out of bounds. 50 catches for him now on the year, and he's got a 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 40-yard line.
Wilson to throw. Escaping the pressure right. And he finds Penny. It's a big play there for Seattle. And even 40 yards. Now the Seahawks call the 2nd of their 3 timeouts as they get it with just 19 seconds left on the clock. Only way to get the lead here, of course, with a touchdown. And that's what they're gunning for on 1st and goal. Throwing now is Wilson. And he's got it. It's caught for a touchdown. And they have taken the lead here in the final seconds.
How many people are watching this one right here who gave up? Because that score, they might want to try to rush back into this stadium.
Yeah, what looks like is going to be the game-deciding score, although a little bit of time left, so you can't count your chickens before they're hatched.
Well, they better come back in here and watch this one because you and I, we're not going anywhere. We want to see this one play out.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And he returns this to the 22.
Christian Kirk on the return. The Cardinals take over 1st and 10.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. So you're right there, but obviously the clock is not your friend. How do you handle this situation?
You're thinking 2 plays. One, to get yourself in position for the second one, whether you're able to get into field goal range or you have to try another deep pass, another Hail Mary, but you're trying to get the first one to a receiver, get out of bounds, and give yourself a chance to set things up for an easier shot at it.
We'll see if they can do it. Might be easier said than done. 4 receivers now, 3 to the right, 1 to the left. 2nd down and 4. Back to throw, Murray. Got a man over the middle. It's Williams. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Give him 25 yards on the play there, and it'll result in a fresh set of downs. Murray, one final try. He's going to let it fly. And the throw left sideline here is caught, but they'll rule it incomplete. Couldn't keep his feet in. 2nd down.
17.
Well, Charles, a pretty exhilarating finish to the end of this ball game. At the end, the Hail Mary prayers, though, they went unanswered. Could have won it, but couldn't get it done.
Almost felt schoolyard or playground, didn't it? You know, you remember when you called that play? Everybody just go long and try and find someone open. They gave it a shot, but unable to successfully complete it.
So for the Seahawks, they continue to put themselves in position for a first-round bye as they move to 8-2. And they'll get a few extra days to savor this one before they take on the Philadelphia Eagles. Meanwhile, for the Cardinals, it's a loss that'll drop them back to 500 through 10 games. And they'll look to get back in the winning column next week as they head to Foxborough to face off against the New England Patriots. Thanks for tuning in, everybody.